Guys, welcome back to another video. Stephen here. Manchester City, of course, take on Liverpool tomorrow to end that horrific run of games in the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. I'm actually at my hotel before the game tomorrow. I can see the arch of Wembley right here. I'm down here because I'm doing some work with Man City as well, which I can't wait for the Man City live show tomorrow. But I can literally see the Wembley arch from my window right now. And I'm looking forward to the game. It's going to be huge. It's going to be momentous. It's going to be physical. It's going to be aggressive. All those things. I am not looking forward to it. But I am at the same time because Man City Liverpool is always a mammoth encounter. Of course, I would like to say please download OneFootball by clicking that link in the description, by scanning that QR code next to my face, by helping support my channel. OneFootball is the home for all your football updates, information and stats and transfer news from across the world of football. So if you want to nourish and enrich your own football knowledge, scan that link, download it. Do it right now. Put it on your phone and help you keep up to date with all the breaking news. It's a fantastic app. Over 10 million people have downloaded it and it costs absolutely nothing. So download it right now and help support my channel. It'll be massively appreciated. So this game, of course, is absolutely huge. The context of this game, I don't know. Quickly, by the way, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's get this video to loads of likes. Cheers. But yeah, the context of this game, it could not come at a worse time for us in terms of physicality, in terms of lack of recovery and all that kind of stuff. We're at the end now of this Atletico Liverpool 4-game bruiser of a schedule. I remember when people were trying to tell me that Atletico was going to be easy and that they're a shit team these days. What a bunch of idiots. That was never going to be the case. Atletico were never going to be anything other than horrifically organised, aggressive and stubborn in the face of Manchester City rocking up at the Wanda Metropolitano. I can't even say it. I can never say it. The Wanda Metropolitano. Of course, they were always going to be so aggressive, and that's what we got. And right now, the players are battered, they are bruised, and they are relatively broken in some instances. So we are going to have to stand up to another physical onslaught. It isn't going to be easy. So far, the results have been good, but it is what it is. Guardiola wasn't too happy about the schedule in general. He said, we'd like to be in a better condition physically, but it's not possible because the broadcasters want us to play. He said, it's not ideal. We know that. I tell the players to sleep and have massages, and at 3:30 on Saturday we will be there to try and win the game. He moaned a little bit more. He said, a semi-final against Liverpool deserves to be prepared for, but when? When the broadcasters want a meeting, I will not be there because nothing will change. And he's right. He's absolutely right. Having said that, he did talk a little bit about the squad being ready. He said, it is what it is. It looks like I'm trying to find an excuse, but it is what it is. I've said many times about the schedule, nothing is going to change. We are grateful to be in the FA Cup semi-final. I have said to the players, I do not want any excuses. We need to go to Wembley and play our game. And he's right. As much as the schedule is shit, we also have to crack on and play our game. Not helped by, of course, Liverpool resting so many players, so they'll be more fresh than us, but it's, once again, as Guardiola said, it is what it is. A little bit of news, by the way, as well, away from the press conference stuff, is that Fabrizio Romano was saying that the feeling with Man City is that Guardiola will carry on. He's been involved, allegedly, with transfer talk, which is really good, and he's increasingly likely to stay at Manchester City. And also, Sky Sports was saying we're increasingly likely to sign Erling Haaland as well this summer. So things look very good off the pitch for Man City right now. Pep isn't happy with the lack of the schedule, preparation, but he's very happy off the pitch, which is all that we want to see. In terms of the team news, well, obviously the big ones are Diaz, Walker, De Bruyne there. Guardiola said, we will see tomorrow about De Bruyne and Walker. Ruben Diaz trained today and we will see about him. He elaborated a little bit about Kyle Walker. He said he would have remained on the pitch, but he had a big twist, but it's getting better. In football, these kind of things happen, but we will adapt and adjust. It sounds to me that Walker, his injury, it couldn't be that, maybe it's not as serious. Maybe it's a little bit sore and they're just resting it. He might miss this game, but I'm not expecting him to be out for long, which is good news. And likewise, Kevin De Bruyne. Guardiola said it's stitches in his calf. It's not a muscular injury. Of course, stitches and a gash can take a while to get over, but not muscular is fantastic news. The last thing we want is, a pull or a strain or something like that. The fact that it's just a gash, I presume some kind of cut or something like that, an impact injury, means surely he'll be back sooner rather than later. I don't know if he'll be available. Guardiola did say we will see tomorrow about De Bruyne and Walker, so they're going to decide tomorrow. They haven't trained today, which of course is a bit of a, it's a bit of a blow. But all we do know is that they are potentially available. Potentially. Ruben Diaz as well, absolutely available. He's trained, he's been training, so that's good news. In terms of the lineup, well, it's very hard to predict. I think there's an element of just picking what's available and what we can do, while also making sure that players that played a lot of football, get a rest, and maybe others come in to pick up the energy, which we're going to need against Liverpool. In goal is interesting because Zach Steffen's played the FA Cup game so far. Guardiola was asked about this. Is it going to be Steffen? Is it going to be Ederson? And Guardiola said, I'm going to think about who starts versus Liverpool. We will discuss with the physio. Of course, in the FA Cup, I play Zach, but we will see. To me, it sounds like he's laying the foundations there to maybe play Ederson, which is interesting. I think he's going to play Ederson. It's controversial because Steffen's played, but I think he might play Ederson here because he wants to go for the big man against the big team. I could be wrong, it could be Steffen, but I do think it might be, I do think it might be. In terms of the back line, well, of course, Walker I don't think will play personally. I reckon Diaz might still just sit this one out. So I reckon we're going to see Cancelo at right back. I think we'll see Stones and Laporte with Nathan Ake at left back. It could be Zinchenko, but I think Nathan Ake's performance defensively recently have been so solid that he might start there. It could be that Cancelo sits out. Do not be surprised if we see John Stones at right back. Then maybe Diaz and Laporte, and then Ake or Zinchenko. But I'm going to say Cancelo, Stones, Laporte, Ake, I reckon. In terms of midfield, I've got a feeling Fernandinho's going to start, which you're not going to be happy with, some of you people, but I've got a feeling he's going to. I would love to see Rodri start. Is he going to be available, though? Is he going to play too many games? Do you know what? It might be that Rodri plays now and Fernandinho plays against Brighton. Do you know what? I'll say Rodri will start, actually. Rodri will start. Bernardo's going to start, I think, and then Gundogan. Do I see... Oh, maybe it won't be. Maybe Bernardo... Yeah, I think those will start. But then you think, does that mean Jesus, Sterling, and Grealish will come in? I'm almost certain they will do. Jesus and Sterling are absolutely going to start. Could Grealish play? Could Foden play again? I feel like Foden might sit on the bench for this one and come on. I've got a feeling he might do, and Grealish will start because he's rested and fresh. And Foden has played a lot of football. Had a knock the other day to his head. It could be that we see Foden in midfield. It could be that we see Foden alongside Gundogan or Bernardo, with Rodri or Fernandinho there at the heart. But I don't really know. That's what I'll go for anyway. In terms of the opposition, look, it's going to be difficult. Liverpool are fantastic, Guardiola said you always learn when you play Liverpool. When you play in a short time, you learn more. It's a bit like basketball. Of course, they play series and head-to-head, and we're playing Liverpool again. And of course, there will be lessons learned. Liverpool actually kept the ball a lot more aggressively than Man City when Man City played more direct against Liverpool. It was really interesting to watch the two styles almost switch round, and we know they're a fantastic team. They are a top-class team, but City, and I still maintain to this day, City were the better team against Liverpool. I think they were. They should have won at the Etihad. We didn't take our chances though, which is always the curse that follows us around these days, and that probably won't change until we sign a striker because we're just not killers. I think some players have got more goals in them when we sign a striker because the goal scoring burden will be lifted off their shoulders, and I think they'll relax in front of goal a little bit more. But for now, it's the same problems, which probably denies us the results that we should get. Having said that, this Liverpool team is going to be much fresher. They rested so many players against Benfica because they could do. Literally half their starting lineup was rested. We're going to see the likes of Virgil van Dijk, Robertson, Alexander-Arnold. They were all rested midweek. They'll get recalled, of course. Fabinho and Thiago were rested. They'll get recalled, of course. Salah and Mane were rested. They'll get recalled, of course. And even Luis Diaz only went after an hour the other day, so he might start. We're going to see something like Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, maybe 𝐿𝐼𝐻 or Matip, Van Dijk and Robertson, maybe Henderson, Fabinho, Thiago, then Salah, Mane, Diaz, or something like that, I reckon. It's a very strong team. It's a really strong team. And Liverpool are going to be direct. They're going to play on our weaknesses, which will be a lack of energy, I guess, a lack of preparation for this game. The City players have just rested. But, even then, in terms of my prediction, do not underestimate this Manchester City side. They are elite professionals, and elite professionals find a way sometimes to get their energy back up to the necessary levels. They find a way just to make the most of the reserves they've got in their tank. They do that because they are winners. They do that because they are Manchester City players. And even though they're tired, Guardiola will not let them rest on their laurels. They'll take their foot off the pedal a little bit against Liverpool, maybe Brighton, maybe. No, they won't. They'll keep going, but maybe there'll be more changes. I don't even know if Guardiola will do loads of changes. Maybe he'll just sacrifice his competition and play a couple of academy lads. I wouldn't put it past him, Maybe he won't because maybe pride will get in the way, but he might just decide, fuck it, the FA Cup is not my priority right now. I'll make a lot of changes. I'll play Zinchenko, Fernandinho, Liam Delap. The stranger things have happened. But having said that, with a prediction, I think the players are going to be really up for this. I think it's going to be a fantastic game of football. I'm actually going to say it's going to be a draw. I don't know who wins. I think it'll go to penalties. I'm going to say it'll be a draw. It'll be a physical battle. And I'm not going to predict who's going to win at full time because it doesn't matter. I'm going to say a 1-1 draw, a tough, physical game. City will defend a lot more than they had to in the game last week because we've got no choice because Liverpool are going to be absolutely up for it. But I think it'll be a battle, but I think the players will do us proud. I think they'll be absolutely up for it. Kevin De Bruyne, of course, I don't think will be available, though he might be on the bench. That'll be a big difference for us. Foden, I think, might be on the bench to come on maybe. Walker, hopefully, be on the bench too. I don't know. But either way, I've got a lot of faith in this side. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do let me know your predictions and all that kind of stuff down in the comments below. I cannot wait for tomorrow. I will be with the Man City live crew tomorrow at Wembley pitchside. I can't believe I'm doing this. It's bizarre. Yeah, once again, it's just over there, Wembley. It's crazy. This is mad. I'm here. I'm looking forward to it. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you to all the patrons, Scott Denemy, and the members, of course, as well. You're all awesome. Come on, City. Watch the video from last night as well. Good live chat with the lads. It was really good fun. In a bit.